Morning. We're back in Australia. So, first protocol this morning is just grab a couple of bits for food and stuff. Got to grab some oil as well for my car because my car is still drinking oil, but it's fine. So we're just going to grab some snacks and some meals and stuff, and then got a 7-hour drive to go. So we'll see how much we can get filmed. We're supposed to get food this afternoon to get coffee and breakfast instead. So we've got ice frappe and a bit of an eggs benny. So smash those, and then I'll come out to smash them up. I think a bit shocked today is I'm off my camp tonight. It's got a full kitchen. So I'm just sort of hoping that they've got all the shit that I need to cook. But I've got the ingredients. I just need like pans and shit. So that's what I've just want to try and keep me going. And then I'll get down to it. I'm just trying to sort some protein bars at the moment. But they're all full price and I don't fancy paying that. Hello guys, so you'll actually notice I've finally got a mic. So there is hopefully no more shocking audio. But I was filming with my phone in the last couple of clips, so I've not got the mic attachment for my phone yet. We're like halfway through the day, or like well more than that actually I think. I've only got like an hour to go. I don't know what fucking way my maps has decided to take me, but it's literally been roads like this the whole way. Like, all the fucking sand in the back, like boot space of my car, it's ridiculous. Like, I've passed one car in the last, like, hour. But look, I pulled over because I seen the salt lakes. I was like, this actually just looks amazing. I also like how it says there, do not drive on salt lakes. And then you can literally see like all that is, all over there is tyre tracks. So I was going to stick the drone up, but I think it's a bit too windy for the drone. Because I don't want the same thing to happen where I like stuck the drone up in Esperance and then it just wouldn't go. Because I don't fancy having to go onto the salt flats to go and get it. I also don't think I actually mentioned that I'm driving to the Gold Coast. So this is day 1. And I think I'm going to spread it out over 10 days. I've got tonight booked and tomorrow night booked at a campsite. And I'm just taking it as it comes. So yeah, let's get back on the road. I don't know how well you'll be able to see me, but what a drive. That was like actually insane. The road that it decided to take me was basically like an unsealed road. So it was just like gravel the whole way through. I don't even know how to explain it because I couldn't go fast because the dirt was just going everywhere. Like my car was just completely covered. So my car's a mess and covered in dirt right now. But I think tomorrow I'm actually on what they call State Route 1, I think it is, or Route 1. And that's an actual highway. I don't know what road it decided to take me, but it was like instead of going up and out of Perth or down and out, I just went straight across. And I didn't pass a car for like 150 kilometres. And I was like, not many people are taking this way. And my car's not a 4x4. So I probably shouldn't have been on that. But we made it. It's currently like 7:20. I've just had dinner. I set my tent up. I think I'm just going to try and get an early night and set off early tomorrow because I've got a 7-hour drive. So I'm hoping I can try and stop at a couple more places and still get there with daylight, because I literally got here and it was dark. Like, I mean, you can sort of see the sun coming down there. But yeah, like, it could have been worse. Like, I mean, thankfully I had enough fuel and everything because I didn't pass a single servo or anything. But we made it. Now let's get some sleep for tomorrow. Good morning. We have a coffee just here. We're filled up with fuel and we should be ready to go. So there is another servo in like 200 kilometres. So I'll probably end up stopping there as well for fuel. Because I think, what have I got to drive? So I've only got 644 kilometres to drive today. So it should be a nice simple drive. I'm hoping. I think I'm just going to stop at BP just up the road because one of my tyres is looking a little flat. I'm going to just stick some air in there because I did ask here, but they don't. The price of fuel as well here is, it's killing me. It's $2.08 a litre. Whereas when I left Perth, it was, I think I got $1.60. But that's what happens. You get on the motorways and back home and they do the exact same thing. So I think at one point as well it does reach 2.20, which is painful. But it'll be fine. So yeah, let's get this going. It's saying at the moment we should arrive there by 1:30. Give a couple of stops, probably 2:30, 3 o'clock maybe. Which means we should still be arriving when it's sunny. So yeah, let's get going. So I've just stopped for a coffee, and in this servo they've got bits of Skylab, which was like some sort of space rocket thing that burnt up. They've actually got, that's a bit of it that's in here. So they've got all these different bits. So I'll see, you can pause that there. But it basically just burned up coming back in, and then the US apologised for it crashing into the outback. It was a 77-ton bit that crashed in, I think it's in the Indian Ocean, and they sent out a reward if any other bits could be brought back. So pretty interesting. I didn't expect to see like a random bit of spaceship, I think. So I actually also, the last campsite I was at, met a couple who are also heading to Munrabilla, which is the same place I'm going to. So I explained to them how I made a mistake yesterday, and they told me that like that's the only, should be the only dirt road that I come to. So hopefully it should be good. But I mean, the roads have been top notch so far this morning, touch wood. But it's like, even yesterday, the dirt, like gravel road, still better than some of the roads in Scotland. They were like, there's a couple of big rocks that like you really needed to pay attention for, like in the middle of the road and stuff to avoid. But I mean, apart from that, it was pretty chill. So I did just fill up with fuel here because I'm not too sure if there's another servo until I stop. So it was 2.36 a litre here, which is like 32 cents, 30 cents more than what I paid this morning. But I only needed like $30 since I set off, which is fine. And also, on my Google Maps, the timing, I didn't realise that I go forward 45 minutes, which is really bizarre. So it's like Greenwich Mean Time plus 8:45, which I thought was hella strange, just going 45 minutes ahead. Because why stick to the hours? So here we are on the 90 mile straight, which means I shouldn't be able to get too lost, because it's 90 mile straight, 146 kilometers of straight road. I'm so glad I just stopped for a coffee just before, because this is going to be very, very boring. I've got my podcast playing, and yeah, I was literally just driving down the road. I didn't realise I'd get to this sign today. I thought the sign was tomorrow on the Nullarbor, but maybe it's coming the other way. There's also a wasp trying to attack me. But yeah, let's fire on and see how bad this 90 mile straight is. Just stopped again. I think I'm in a place called Saguna. I think it was. It's like Ceiguna. So there's not much here. There's basically, you can see a BP truck stop and some toilets and a motel. But I'm getting so bored just driving on that road. That's why I've just stopped for a few minutes, just for a little break. Because it's just nothing. It is just straight road. I think I've only got like 280 kilometers to drive or something, or 290, which isn't too bad at all. But I've just bumped into the same couple again that were camping beside me last night. So I think we're just stopping at the same stops along the way, which isn't that hard because there's only one road. We've arrived at Mundrabilla. It's so damn windy here. So I've sort of put my car here to let it block the wind. I can't figure out which way it's coming from. I think it's going that way. And this is what I'm camping on tonight. Rock solid ground, which hopefully I should be able to get my tent pegs into. But yeah, there is a little bit of Starlink Wi-Fi here as well, which is great because it means I can just send a couple of messages. Yeah, it's been an alright drive. The 90 miles straight was just so boring. But I didn't realise there was one of the clips I had where I stopped and I didn't even click that was the end of it because there was a curve. What do you call it? A bend. So let's get this tent set up and possibly get some food. So tent all set up. Got my wee fridge in there. Bed's all blown up, and I think we've got enough pegs in just to hold us in. So it's very hard ground to get them into. But that couple that I met at the last campsite, they were offering me a bigger hammer and stuff, so I could try and get them in. So hopefully I don't blow away tonight. But I'm just gonna go and join them. They've just gone to the pub for a couple of drinks, so I'm gonna go and join and have some food as well probably. And then they were saying as well that setting off tomorrow because of daylight savings, it goes forward in time, so we actually lose like the morning. in a sense. I think they said 2 hours. So at the moment I'm still the 45-minute difference than WA, even though I'm still in WA, which makes no sense. But yeah, across the border tomorrow in South Australia. So that just gives you a bit of perspective. I've been driving for like, what I'd say, like 12, 13 hours maybe. And I'm literally still in WA. I've not even gone into South Australia yet. So yeah, we'll see you in the morning, and that'll be the next video.